Hi everybody, it's Gemma, welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Usually I don't wave like this, but I am loaded down with number 7 products. Today was going to be a review of the brand new foundation from number 7, which is the Protect and Perfect Advanced all-in-one foundation. But if I'm being completely honest, I am so foundationed out at the moment. I just could not bring myself to do another foundation review. So as there were so many products from number 7 that I hadn't bought and tried yet, I thought we'd do a full face of number 7 today. We're going to get some of this on my skin. Because there are so many products, I'm not really going to go into detail about every single product and list the prices, but I will list all the prices in the description box below. Before I get any of these products on my face, please make sure you've clicked that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please click on the subscribe button and make sure you've clicked on that notification bell so you get notifications every time I do an upload. You also need to make sure though that your YouTube settings have notifications turned on, otherwise you won't get notified every time I do a new upload. I upload on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 PM London time. I'm also on Instagram if you want to follow me on there. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Let's get some of this on. Okay, so excuse the very messy hair. It's just out of the way, and that's where I need it. We're gonna go straight in with primer. This is the Airbrush Away primer from number 7, obviously, because this is a full face of number 7. I think the only thing non-number 7 that I'm gonna be using today is my eyebrow products, and I'll do that off camera. They didn't have very many eyebrow products to choose from, and the ones that they did have I wasn't that impressed with, so I decided rather than buying them and wasting my money, I would just not buy them at all. So I'm just going to press this into my face. I've tried this primer before, it's really nice, very smoothing on the skin. It does say that it makes pores look smaller. I don't think it does that, so if you've got large pores, this is probably not going to work for you, but this definitely does smooth out the skin, which is really nice. Okay, so let's just move on to the product that you're all waiting to hear about anyway. This is the brand new number 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced all-in-one foundation. Now, this says all-in-one because this is skincare and a foundation. And although I really like foundations with added skincare elements in, I don't think there's any substitution from actually having a really good skincare routine before you apply the foundation. This is also a factor 50 SPF. Now, you all know my opinions on foundations with SPF. Please put your SPF on before you put your foundation on. Regardless of whether it's really high, you are not going to be applying enough product to get the SPF that's advertised on the bottle. I have been wearing this for the last few days. I'm really liking it. It wears well. I'm going to use a brush from number 7 also. I've been trying out lots of different brushes recently. I picked this one up. I'm not going to use it actually. It's not my favourite brush. I've really been trying to persevere with the brush. It's just not big enough. It really isn't. It's nice, it's dense, it's a beautiful brush. It's great for around those little nooks and cranny areas, but I mean, if you look at my favourite brush, look at the different size, it's just no comparison. This goes on so super smoothly. My shade, by the way, is Calico. I'm usually neutral. This is a little bit too cool for me, but it's the right tone rather than undertone for my skin. It's the right shade match. They haven't got masses of shades at number 7. This is the closest that I can get, but it is a little bit too pinky for me. So this gives quite a luminous finish. I don't feel the need to set this foundation in place because it's more of a luminous matte finish. It's not overly dewy, it's just really flattering on the skin. I absolutely love it. This remains looking like skin throughout the day. It goes slightly dewier as the natural oils come through, as it would anyway, but this does not break down and it is really long lasting. So I've worn this for 12 hours and it still looks decent after the 12-hour period. Obviously it doesn't look like it's just been applied and you might need to blot a little bit throughout the day, but Out of a lot of the foundations that I've been trying recently, this is one of my favourites. And a lot of times foundations with factor 50 in can break me out in blemishes. This does not do that. So I've just got my concealer out of the packaging and had a bit of a deja vu dim moment where I've realised I've actually bought this concealer before and it's been in my drawer for quite a long time. Oh well, that's an expensive mistake to make. This is the number 7 Instant Radiance Concealer. I have no idea why I've not used this more often on my channel because it's a really good product. This is very similar to the YSL Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. The High Cover Concealer, not just the normal Touche Eclat. So I'm going to apply this underneath the eye area just to give myself a little bit of reflection and a bit of glow underneath there. It's a really nice product, and this is in the shade 10. It's actually quite a thick product, but I'm not going to apply very much at all. It's not got masses of coverage. If you need more coverage, you can apply another product on top of it. I wouldn't advise layering this one up because it will crease. Really, really pretty product. Not too much coverage. You can easily get away with this if you're having a no makeup day and you just want to cover your dark circles up a little bit but still look very, very natural. So I'm just going to leave that concealer to dry down a little bit before I assess whether I need any powder to lock that in place. I'm going to go off camera and do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's my brows completed. If you are interested in seeing how I do my brows on a daily basis, I've just uploaded an updated brow routine for everybody. I will link that up here for you, and I will also link it in the description box below if you want to check that out a little bit later on. Now, before I move on to eye colour, I'm just going to dust a little bit of translucent powder. This is from number 7 also, obviously. God, I need to stop. This is from number 7. It's, said it again. Okay, this is translucent perfect light loose powder and it's hypoallergenic. It's just loose powder, everybody. It's just loose powder. It's supposed to be really, really finely milled. That's actually a really nice powder. I've never used this product before. I bought it this morning, hence running a bit behind today. But really, really nice product. Very smoothing on the skin. I'm actually just going to dust that. Just come with a little powder puff as well, which I tend not to use, as you know if you're a regular to my channel. So I'm just going to take my Precision Face Brush from Bare Minerals, knock off any of the excess from the powder. This has got a great lid, by the way. It's great for just tipping out the smallest bit of product in there. It's great. And I'm just going to dust that on my cheeks. And that really does disguise the pores a little bit. That's a lovely powder. I really like that. I will definitely use that again. Okay, so let's move on to the eye colour. I've got a couple of eye products. I've got an individual shadow, which is in the shade Matte Mocha. I've also got one of their Stay Perfect Shade and Define sticks, which is like a champagne-y gold colour. And I've got a kohl eyeliner. This is their Stay Perfect Metallic Eyes pencil, and it's in the shade, where is it? Camouflage, which is a really nice metallic khaki green colour, and I'm really excited to get it on my eye. So first of all, I'm going to go into the shade Matte Mocha, which is slightly too dark to go in straight away. I should have got a transition shade, but I didn't. So we're going to try and roll with it as best that we can. I'm going to hardly put any on the brush, tap off the excess. I'm not going to blow on it, everybody. I got so many comments about me blowing on my eyeshadow brushes to get off the excess. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, I so want to blow on it. Okay, all right, I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to apply that at the corners. By the way, I completely understand. It is so unnecessary to blow on your makeup brushes. It transfers bacteria. I get that, and I am a complete germ freak. So It's just habit. I'm really sorry. I won't do it again. These are really nicely pigmented. When I swatched them earlier on, I was really pleasantly surprised at the amount of pigment that was possible. I mean, I've hardly got any on my brush at all. So I've just placed the pigment in the outer corner and then I'm going to blend that across just to make it smooth. Really nice colour, absolutely loving that shadow. I will definitely use that again. I'm going to go on to the little stick that they've got. Stay Perfect Shade and Define in the shade Glistening Ray. And I'm just going to more or less draw that on where I want it. This is definitely glistening. I swatched this earlier on and it was just absolutely stunning on my hands. I should sell t-shirts with absolutely stunning on, shouldn't I? I've been told that it is my sort of phrase that I use all the time. Absolutely stunning. So I've only got 2 products on the eye so far and it's really effective, so simple. I could do with something down here, so I'm going to take my camouflage pencil. Let me show you the colour of this. It is absolutely stunning. Look at that, goldy greeny colour. Said it again, didn't I? Anyway, it is what it is. So this is one of those pencils that's really easy to smudge. In fact, on the other end, it does have a little smudger. Really beautiful green. See, I'd quite happily wear this colour on its own without any eyeshadow on the lid at all. In fact, I think it would look a little bit nicer without the metallic background. It would really pop. So maybe I'll try that in a future video, but the colour of this is just, oh, so nice. So the mascara I'm going to use today is the Full 360 All Round Incredible Lashes. This is supposed to cover the lash all the way around back and front. It's got a curved wand, which is really pleasant to use. It gets every single lash. Okay, so let's move on to bronzer. We all know that I like a little bit of a glow regardless of whether it's winter or summer. The bronzer, pack it on the face. I was a little bit disappointed with the shade ranges that were available from No7. There were no cool tone bronzers. I've gone for the shade Golden Sand, which is their coolest available and their lightest shade. The packaging is gorgeous. A bronzy colour for a bronzer, and also comes with a little mirror in there as well. Really nice packaging. Just gonna pop that on. This may take some building because it's their palest shade. Actually, it doesn't. The pigment is there. It's really nice, blends out really well. I don't know why I'm surprised. I really like No7 products. There's been very few No7 products that I've turned my nose up at and thought, no, I'm not wearing that again. So this is even blending out beautifully on a foundation that hasn't been set all over with a powder. So that's really impressive. Now this foundation isn't tacky to the touch. It's not a really dewy foundation that when you touch it, it lifts. It's a really lovely foundation. It's very flattering, but it does dry down without being drying on the skin, which will suit a lot of those dry skinned people. Really nice bronzer. This is going to be used and used and used. This is actually quite an addictive product. I am struggling to put this brush down. This is so easy to blend. It's a powder, but it melts into the skin, but it doesn't feel buttery or heavy on the skin. It's just really nice. Really easy to use and very beginner friendly. So I really like. I'm going to have to put the brush down. Put the brush down, Gemma. Put the brush down. Let's move on to blush. I've gone for the shade Velvet Peach in their powder blush range. They do also have some stick blush, but I didn't really like the consistency, if I'm being completely honest. So let's go for a more of a corally shade. I know from swatching these in store that they are super, super pigmented. So tap, tap, tappy, everybody. Tap, tap, tappy. See, I had no powder left on the brush and it's just leaving this beautiful corally colour on my cheek. This product will last for a really long time. Such a flattering colour. We're going to move on to lips. I'm going to keep my lips quite neutral today. There were so many lip products in number 7. So many, like matte ones, matte crayons, high shine crayons, bullet lipsticks, matte bullet lipsticks, shiny bullet lipsticks, ones that were more of a balm, which are my favourites, but I just thought I'd try something different today. I've been trying the lip crayons out from Maybelline and really, really liking them, but this is the number 7 version, and this isn't matte like the Maybelline ones that I've been trying. This is in high shine. This is the high shine lip crayon in the colour Daydreamer. Really nice. It does go blunt quite quickly, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to sharpen this product. I'm just going to have to be quite smart with how I apply it, I think. I think I perhaps prefer to use this over the top of a matte liquid lip or a matte crayon, just to give my lips that outline first, and then add this as a little bit of a shiny topper. It is really, really beautiful. Very close to my natural lip colour, which I really like. They've got a new colour in their matte crayons, which looked beautiful with this over the top. But just my luck, it was out of stock. I think it was called Honey Bloom, but don't quote me on that. So nice. Really nice. Got a lovely gloss on there. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It just feels nourishing on the lip. Really like that. Let's move on to a little bit of highlighter. Like I said earlier on, they do have some stick blushes in the same range as this highlighter. So this is the Instant Radiance highlighter. They also have more of a bronzy stick with a lot of shimmer in. Their highlighters, they're really, really nice, the powder highlighters, but I found that it ended up, the little swatch on my hand crept into the areas where I hadn't actually applied the product. And if it was going to do that on my skin, it would drive me crackers all day when I'd just look like a glitter ball going outside. So I decided to go for this one. I don't know what this shade is. I really don't. I will hopefully find out for you and link it in the description box. It says V15, so maybe that's the shade, but it doesn't actually have a name. So it's really, really pretty, but subtle once blended. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on the top of my cheekbone. Can you see that? Wow, bam! And then blend that out with my finger. There is no glitter in this product at all. It's just a beautiful, subtle, iridescent, very natural, flushy highlighter. Really nice. Like that a lot. Okay, so that's the finished look for today. I really hope you like it. Let me know what you think of all the products in the comment section below. I am thrilled that I've tried all these products. I don't think I've not liked one product. They are all lovely. The only one that you have to be careful with is the Instant Radiance Concealer. If you apply too much of this, it is going to crease under the eye. Don't apply the same amount that you would in a normal concealer. You have to be very, very sparing with this product. It really works. I don't have any further concealer over the top of this, and I do have dark circles that I like to conceal. It's a very natural product, really radiant and beautiful, and I really, really like it, but you do have to be careful with it. The products that I am super, super impressed with, obviously the bronzer is a definite for me. I will use this all the time. The powder is also really finely milled, very flattering on a skin with larger pores. This will mattify the skin down and make those pores seem a little bit less evident, should I say. The powder pigment, so the eyeshadows and the blush, super, super pigmented, really easy to blend out, beautiful, beautiful products on the skin. Really also love the High Shine Lip Crayon. I think it feels really nice on my skin. No idea how long it's going to last for. This may rub off very, very quickly, or it may last all day. I will update everybody in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section. The eyeshadow stick and the eyeliner I will definitely be using again, especially the eyeliner, which is just super soft, super smudgy. You can get a really nice smoky eye with this if you use it on its own. I will definitely be using this again. I also really like the highlighter because it's more of that natural dewy highlight rather than a glittery highlight, which suits me down to the ground. Not really impressed with the foundation buffing brush. It's really dense, which is what I like, but I would prefer the bristles to be longer and the brush to be bigger. It's just not my favorite. It's a really good brush, it's really good quality, but it's just not my favorite and would take me a lot longer to apply my foundation. On that note, the piece de resistance, the foundation. Now, I have been very vocal on that I don't like SPFs in my foundation. However, I do know that it suits some people. This is also a really flattering foundation. If you take out the matrixyl and the SPF values, this is still a really, really lovely foundation. It's very flattering on my skin. It lasts a long amount of time. Do I prefer it to the Hydroluminous? No. But it's definitely a really nice foundation. Reminds me a little bit of the finish of the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. It's really lightweight on the skin. I don't feel like I've got a foundation on, so highly recommend going out and giving that a try. I don't feel like it oxidizes throughout the day. I think a lot of people say that No. 7 foundations do oxidize on them. Maybe it's just the shade Calico that doesn't oxidize, but I haven't found that this foundation has oxidized or any other No. 7 foundation in the shade Calico. Never had a problem with it. But anyway, really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. I'm also on Instagram if you want to follow me on there. It's @Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.